Yo, the other day I was watching this no jumper video. It was like a Dom Corleo clip of his interview, and they're talking about Twisty P. And all of a sudden, I just remember Twisty P, and I was like, "What is that guy up to right now?" Because a couple of years ago, this guy was huge. He was blowing up for these crazy IG lives, these crazy stunts he was doing. I remember there was some dude. I think I knew him or something. He made a video with Twisty P. He didn't make a video. Like, he had a TikTok with him, and Twisty P was in it for like 2 seconds, and it got like 1 million views or like 2 million views. He was that viral. Like, you could just be like seen with him, and it would get the ton of attention. He had so much clout at the time, it was insane. But this video isn't about that. If you know anything about Twisty P, he's like mentally insane. He's deranged. He's just crazy overall, and that's kind of like the reason for his rise, and that's also the reason for his fall, if you could even call it that, because he was never really like up like that. He was just really popular. He had a lot of clout. So if you don't know who Twisty P is, he's kind of like this guy, or not a guy, he was like a TikTok sensation back in 2021, around the time when Yeet and all those underground rappers started blowing up in the underground. If you need me to jog your memory, this is when Yeet first started blowing up for songs like Sorry About That and Mad About That, and Twisty P famously had this IG live where he was just tweaking out. I don't know what he was on, but he was on something hard for sure, because he was just tweaking like crazy, singing the lyrics to this Yeet song called Dub. And I'm not gonna lie, whenever I listen to that song, like, that's literally what I think about, that Twisty P IG live. And it's kind of like iconic. That's kind of like a corny word now. So at first, Twisty was just this like cool guy, and a lot of times on the internet, people will play these characters, right? Like, I know there's this guy right now who makes really corny videos talking about like Ken Carson, Summers, Destroy Lonely, all those people, and he makes these jokes like Yale Party and stuff, and he has like this character that he plays, and you can tell that's not really him. Or, you know, you might be watching someone and they have these videos go viral, and they're not fake or anything, but they just have like this internet persona that they do to just look all outlandish and have people, you know, click their views, watch their videos, whatever. And for a long time, people just thought, oh, that's what Twisty P is doing. He's just like this dude that's playing this character. He's just going crazy and stuff, until they realized, wait a second, this guy is actually like a little bit off the rockers. Like, he might not be all okay there, you know? Like, he might have a couple of loose screws. And what would you know, people started looking into his past. It turned out he was like a baseball prodigy. He had a full scholarship. He could have made it to the MLB. He could have been like a big player. He had insane stats. I don't know anything about baseball, but like, I watched a video where they explained it, and you can go watch it yourself too. Just look up who is Twisty P. It'll pop up, and he had like insane numbers. Like, this guy was like, it was like almost for sure he was gonna go to the MLB. Fast forward, he goes to college. He had some problems with the coach, etc. There was like some problems with the team or something, but that's not what stunted his baseball career. What ended his baseball career was his heavy drug use. Apparently someone gave him something at a party, and that was it, you know. And that's how a lot of addicts and addictions happen, you know. They try it once and then it's just over from there, you know. That's why, you know, don't do that stuff, man. But anyways, he did it, and his life just went downhill. He just became a tweaker. I guess he lost his scholarship. He lost everything, I'm sure. I'm not sure that's what happened. And then he just this is kind of sad to say, but he became like a loser at his parents' crib or whatever. Just, you know, like some druggie, and unfortunately, that like wasted potential. And then he had this little TikTok fame where he started blowing up, just absolutely blowing up on TikTok with Yeet. And a lot of people even go as far to say that Twisty P was an instrumental part of Yeet's come up and blow up. And I wouldn't say he was like the reason. He didn't like help Yeet that much, but he definitely helped a lot, you know. Like, those viral memes and that type of stuff really helps you, you know. It goes a long way, because virality, no matter whether it's like someone getting clowned on or someone just doing something stupid, will always help someone, you know, even if it's just like really dumb. Twisty P wasn't just tapped in with Yeet though. He was tapped in with, of course, as I said, Dom Corleo. Apparently they hung out in Arizona. The story of it is really funny, by the way. Apparently Dom Corleo, by the way, this is when Dom Corleo was not that big. He was like really small. Apparently like Twisty P crashed a car listening to his music. So he was like, yo, you can actually like come to a music video. Or I think he asked, and Dom was like, yeah, sure. But Dom Corleo was in Arizona, all right? And Twisty P was in San Diego. So he asked some dude that he's like kind of close with to like go all the way to Arizona. And the guy, for some reason, obliges. I guess he wanted to hang out with Dom Corleo, because like, who wouldn't want to hang out with Dom Corleo, right? And that's not a diss towards Dom Corleo or anything. He's cool, but they start driving. The friend gets tired. He's like, man, I gotta take a nap. So Twisty P's like, hey, let me drive. And the guy's like, for some reason, I guess he didn't know Twisty that well, because he thought it was a good idea and he let him drive. So, you know, Twisty totaled the car, like destroyed it, like wrecked it. And you know, a normal person would have been like, hey man, I'm sorry about this, we're gonna do whatever we can, I'll try and pay you back, you know, we'll get this figured out. Twisty P just took an Uber to he just Ubered to Arizona. That the guy, he was just like, yeah, he's fine, yeah, I think he'll be fine. And apparently a couple days later, the friend showed up to his parents' house, was like, your son destroyed my car. And yeah, it didn't really I don't think he got the money that he was looking for, because you know, someone's not on your insurance, you can't like report it and get anything from it. But anyways, Twisty P was just a crazy individual. For example, he had like this whole thing where he like started beefing with Summers. He dissed Jace. I think he dissed like Summers' family members. I think he dissed Jace's daughter. He did a bunch of weird stuff. He started like beefing with people. I think at one point they invited him to a music video and then they didn't let him in the room and he started crying outside. I think this other time Jace jumped him. I think another time this guy named OTLBZ jumped him and made him apologize to Summers, and then he dropped a diss track on Summers the next day that was even more out of pocket. I think so, my memory might be wrong. That was just crazy. And he actually probably still would be going viral if you like if he still was around, if he just kept posting. But I think he went to rehab or he took some type of mental health break, which I'm not gonna lie is a great thing. But you know, the whole point of taking a mental health break would be, you know, you take the break and then your mental health gets better, right? I randomly clicked on an IG live and that's actually what sparked this video, and this dude was just like tweaking, saying the weirdest stuff ever, just like acting super, just behaving super weird. I was like, damn, like he's just the same. So, you know, it's kind of sad, you know, the story of Twisty P, because he's just like an addict and he's just like a tweaker, and it's just, you know, yeah, he's not really any better. He's just doing the same stuff. It's just he doesn't really have the clout anymore. He still kind of has it. Like there are quite a lot of viewers in there, but you know, it's more of them laughing at him, kind of, you know, they're not really like, they don't really care or anything. Not that I'm like, you know, I know I'm just saying they don't care. I'm not like weeping or anything, you know, there's a lot of sad stuff that happens to them. Yeah, it's kind of just me, you know, thinking about Twisty P. And you know, the video is what happened to Twisty P, and I guess the answer is nothing. He just stayed the same. If you really look at Twisty P, he was just like an addict and he had all the behaviors of like a super tweaked out person, you know what I mean? Behavior and stuff. It's actually crazy. He's a crazy life story, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's very rare there are people like that in the world, I'm not gonna lie. Like Twisty P is like 1 in a million. But yeah, that's all I would really say is Twisty P just doesn't, he's just not as big as he used to be. He used to, but I don't think he cares, you know. Like, he's just weird and really weird. That's what I would say. He's just weird and like a bit deranged. I think he's so crazy that he even tried to fake that he was dating that girl Gabby that whole Summers incident was about. Like he tried to fake that he was dating her, and he was like, yo, like my, I don't know, on Instagram he's reposting stuff and people are like DMing her like, oh, you're dating Twisty, because she's low-key crazy too. Like she's a little bat, you know. She's got some screws loose too, right? So people are like, oh, this kind of makes sense. They're like a perfect couple, you know what I mean? Twisty and Gabby, like, makes sense. And she was like, hell nah, no, what are you talking about? He's just reposting it. So, you know, if the crazy girl is saying that you're crazy, they gotta be pretty crazy. But yeah, that's all. I just saw that clip and wanted to make a video about bro, because it's been a while since anyone's heard anything of him. He's just kind of like doing his thing. Seems happier though. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.